Hi everyone, Chelsea here with the Autoimmune Path to Recovery, and we have Elizabeth here. Elizabeth, I would love to hear your story, how you got into health, because you have such a diverse background, guys. I'm so glad she's here because she, one, specializes in how everybody can have a better life, which is huge when it comes to autoimmune. She also has a big background in leaky gut, helping people heal with that aspect. And then she has also had her own skin issues with eczema and health issues. So Elizabeth, would love to hear how you got into this industry.
Thanks for inviting me, and I'm happy to share with everybody my story and how I got healed and what are the steps necessary in order to properly heal your gut and reverse all autoimmune disease, which is really simple, and I will explain everything today.
Yeah, it starts a lot with the gut. That's where a lot of diseases happen. And so, take it away with what you have to your story with how you've healed, how you help people as well.
Okay, so I'll share my screen and so I can share my story. Okay, so today I will be explaining about the basic steps to follow in healing your gut naturally. And I will explain how and why we get all the diseases and what are the necessary steps to follow to heal the gut naturally and reverse all the diseases. And avoid all the constant and overwhelming questions that everybody is asking. What the heck do I do next, right? So everybody, is searching online and searching what to do next. They don't know what step to take next. And now I will explain everything. Okay, first, I want to share my story. Okay, so when I was 42 years old, I moved to the capital in United Arab Emirates, which is Abu Dhabi, and I changed the job. Okay, and for 3 months, I was struggling to bring my family, my husband and my son with me to become a sponsor to their visa, but it was unsuccessful. I was going from door to door knocking in immigration, and they were just kicking me out. And the only reason was because I'm a female. This is the man's world, this is a man country. And in spite of having all the documents, all the requirements, but I was a female because female was not allowed to sponsor their family. So, and everything, during this time, everyone was telling me just to give up. You cannot go against the law. Everybody, whichever I asked, they said it's in the law says only men can sponsor their family. But I was, because I understand this is a man's world. And I remember one day I was standing in the hallway, in front of the elevator in the immigration. And I was talking with my husband on my phone, and I was looking desperate. I told him today the same story, they kick me out and they don't allow me to bring you here, And one officer, he was climbing the stairs and he passed by me. He was with all the stars on his shoulders. And he climbed upstairs and he turned around. Probably he saw my face looking desperate. And he said, is there any way I can help you? And I said, I don't know, maybe. I showed him all the documents. And because I was asking for a special approval, because I'm a female, I cannot sponsor my family. And he looked at all my documents that I had fulfilled all the requirements. And he said, you know what? I think maybe you can be a sponsor. And he took all the documents. He bring me in another office, talk with another officer. They both agreed. And they write something in the post-it, in Arabic. And they sent me back to the other immigration. And I ran downstairs and I asked the guy on the security desk, can you explain what does this mean in Arabic? And the guy read, he said, Ahmed, please help her. And I went straight to that guy, Ahmed. And he talked to me, asked me some questions. He took the document and he gave it to another manager. And he told him, okay, sign here. And he signed and he told me, okay, go and get your visa now. Okay, so I finally, in spite of all the odds, I succeeded. So after 3 months, I succeeded because of my persistence. And I got this special approval. But at that time, I didn't realize that this stress I was going through all the time, the chronic stress, that I was under pressure all the time, that will have such an impact on my health. You know, many people, they don't realize that in their everyday life, they're all the time under some pressure, under some stress, and like worrying about the kids, about some job, about their husbands, about finances. You know, we don't realize how big impact this stress can have on our life. Okay, so from that point onward, after I succeed everything, I start becoming very, very sick. And I developed an autoimmune diseases. So I was becoming very tired, waking up tired. I couldn't open my eyes in the morning. I had like skin issues, eczema on my elbows, on my back. I had back pain. I developed Hashimoto thyroid issues. I had brain fog, bloating, stomach pain, constipation, and all sorts of pains, itches everywhere. And I was good for nothing. I was just crawling, waking up with pain and going to bed with pain. Like I was going from the sofa to the bed and from bed to the sofa. I was good for nothing, all day crawling. And then, you know, I was, one day I remember I was lying down in my bedroom, in my bed, and I would just open my eyes in my dark bedroom. And immediately I felt the pain coming back, you know, when you feel like you want to sleep longer, so not to feel the pain. So that was me. I wanted just never to wake up. And immediately I felt, you know, pain coming back. At what I did, what everybody, normal person will do, will go to the doctor, right? And I went to the doctor and I ran so many tests and got so many examinations. He sent me to the specialist. And after, I don't know how many months of testing and trying this and that, I went again to the main doctor, and I remember I was so eager to go to the doctor so the doctor can find anything to me, and he will help me. He will give me medicine, he will treat me, and he will help with my health issue. But what happened? I went to the doctor and he saw all my results and everything, and he said, everything looks fine and you're perfectly healthy. And I look at him all with pain, exhausted, and I told him, but I don't feel well, you know. He said, okay, take these painkiller medications for 30 days and come back after 30 days and tell me how you feel, you know. And I was so desperate, you know, I was so disappointed because I knew that these painkillers will not heal me, you know, that they will just mask my symptoms, just not to feel the pain, but it's not solving my issue, not solving my health. So, as I said, I was waking up with pain and I was going to bed with pain. And I remember I was waking up, you know, and one morning with full with pain, just pain was coming back. And I said one day, you know, if this is how it's going to be the rest of my life, then I don't want to live anymore, because I felt like depressed, like there is no way out. You know, if the doctors cannot help me, you know, who will? You know, they are the ones who we go for help when we feel unhealthy. So I was hopeless, I was exhausted, because like I didn't see like any light at the end of the tunnel. It was like all my life I will be sick like this, you know. So and then I said to myself, you know, but when this happened, I actually finally understood how the people who are dying, they feel, you know, they just give up life because they cannot stand the pain anymore. They don't see anything, any future. They don't see any, they don't have any goal. They don't have don't see a way out of that situation. I understood completely. But then I said to myself, wait, I'm not a quitter, because I was not a person who gives up easily. Because if I could become a sponsor to my husband and my son against all the odds, against the law in the country, I can figure this out. And I have to, because there was no other option left. While I was lying in the bed, I heard some noise in the kitchen, and I knew that was my husband, because he likes to go in the kitchen and prepare some meals. I'm lucky to have this husband of mine, and I knew my son was in his bedroom playing games, And I said, wait, they need me and I need them, and I want to live. Finally, I had a happy life, and I want to see my son grow. I want to see him have kids, get married, and I want to have a house by the beach and live happily ever after. So I had a vision. I had where to go. I knew where to go now. That was my aim. Okay, so what I did, because I understood that I had to do something, and I had to try and change something different, to do something different than what I was doing so far, but I didn't know what to change, and I had to step out of my comfort zone and make some changes. I had a diploma in nutritional therapy, and I knew how to stay healthy when I'm healthy. But being sick and reversing the sickness, that's what I needed to learn, And what I did, I started researching, I started studying, I started, taking many supplements, what everybody is doing nowadays, being a guinea pig, testing everything. I was following some conferences, some summits, learning from the best. And I enroll in so many programs. I learned a lot. And until finally, I found, it took me 2 years to crack the code, to finally get the full picture and understand actually what's going on. And I will explain to you now. Okay, so finally, I found out what was actually going on and how to fix the problem. So this is my family. This is my lovely husband and my son, who is now not so young. He's now 15 years old, and he's the one who is helping me with, he's my computer hacker, helping me with the computer whenever I have some issue. And I'm helping him with his studies always when he needs me. So when he asks me for help, I'm always there to help. So he still needs me, and I will be there. And I'm planning to still stay there and to see him grow and to have his, to get him married and have grandkids and enjoy the life with him and with my husband, of course. Okay, so let's talk about aging. Everybody's saying that this is normal with aging. We get sick. It's normal to become sick when you're getting old. I have an older brother, which is 4 years older, and he was telling me, after 40s, you will start feeling pain. You will start losing your vision. You will feel more tired. You will start feeling less energy, forgetting things. You'll be diagnosed with some disease. You will feel hopeless, and no one understands you. I had them all. And I'm really sad that I'm learning now that nowadays, because this was our generation, but nowadays the people start becoming sick very, very early, earlier than this, than 40s, in their 20s, in their 30s. So many people are trying to reach out and who are very young and asking for help, really. And the thing is that no one understands them, that they're really sick. The doctors don't understand. They give them antidepressants, which is not solving the problem, right? Okay, so most of the people, they don't know from where to start and where to end, and nothing had worked. They tried many things, okay, and they don't know how to face the daily challenges. I understand completely because I was there too. Okay, so this is one thing I want everybody to know. First, in order to become healthy, you need to have like a goal. Like you need to have to imagine how it will look like to have a life without symptoms, with more energy, to live the life that you always wanted to live. Okay, so that's what I had. I had a vision, I had a goal, what I wanted to achieve. And then from the vision, then the action will follow. Okay. So first, you must to have like a point where you need to go in order to become healthy. Otherwise, if you're feeling depressed and hopeless, you will get stuck if you don't know what to do and where to go. Okay, so let's start talking first about to explain about the gut health. So that's my specialty. We all know that we all have heard that 70 to 90% of our immunity lies in our gut. So what does it mean? This means that in our gut lives so many bacteria, viruses, fungi, microbes. They all live in one harmony. They talk to each other. They send messages. If we feed them well, the food they like, they will digest the food. They release all the nutrients that we absorb, and we will have a healthy and happy body, healthy person and a happy person. Okay. So, did you know that 36% what is in our blood, it's actually from the bacteria that are in our gut. So imagine 1/3 what is in our blood, it's what our gut bacteria produce. Like they digest the food, they send all the nutrients, the vitamins, minerals, they send messages, they produce serotonin, it's happiness hormones. And that all goes from the gut and through the gut wall. These digestive particles, they go through the gut wall into our blood, and our blood carries to every cell to our body and feeds it the nutrients they need, right? Okay, so let's go deeper now. So this is how it looks like inside our gut. These are called villi, like fingers inside our gut. And in between these villi, there is mucus, where all the bacteria and fungus and yeast, they all live happily in this mucus layer between the villi here. And after they digest the food, all the small particles like vitamins, minerals, and they digest the proteins, so the smaller molecules like amino acids, they go through this the wall, the gut wall here, which is one cell layer. Imagine this is very thin. You know, our skin on our hand, it's 7 layers, and this is only one cell layer next to each other. So this is very fragile. So in between these cells, there is very, very small holes, where only small molecules like amino acids, like vitamins, minerals, and small messages they send, the hormones and everything they produce, can go through. Okay. And this is like how healthy villi looks and a healthy body. So if we feed them well, they will, if we give them good nutrition, we will have a healthy body, healthy brain, and happy person, full with energy. And now let's see what happens actually with a sick person. So these are damaged villi. I'm not saying that you have or anybody else, but this is how it happens. How we reach this state to have a damaged villi. For example, if we eat like an apple, and this apple is sprayed with pesticides or herbicides, any toxin, and they're spraying this apple. You know, we buy the best looking apples in the supermarket, and when the insect bites this apple, these chemicals are designed to tear up their gut, so they die. These small chemicals. But if we eat this sprayed apple with toxins, we kill a part. We don't die, but we kill some part of our bacteria, good bacteria, will damage our gut again. So if you do it constantly on an everyday basis or multiple times per day, it accumulates. So in a longer time we do this, we damage our bacteria, we may create disbalance. Okay. Then the thing is that the good bacteria are much more vulnerable to these pesticide toxins. They have only one cell wall. Besides the bad bacteria, they are more resistant because they have two cell walls. Okay. So then if we kill the good bacteria, we give space of the bad bacteria, so they have more space to multiply and to control the situation and create toxins and waste that is much more damaging to our gut. Next, if we have food poisoning, for example, we eat some food which has bad bacteria grown on it, and it will again create a disbalance in the gut and create more of the bad bacteria, right? So we have food poisoning, we know we have diarrhea. That shows that we kill the good guys and leave more space for the bad guys to grow. Next thing, if somebody takes antibiotics, I don't know any person on this planet that have never taken antibiotics, including me, I have taken. So what are antibiotics? The word is telling you because it's antibacterial, anti-life. It's killing the life. Okay, it's killing the bacteria. So these are killing of course, the bad guys, but also the good guys. As I said, bad are more resistant. They have more chance to surviving, but the good guys, they don't have chance to survive. So once we create this balance in our gut, we kill the good guys, we left the bad guys and fungus and everything will overgrow. So now we have more of the bad guys creating more of the toxins, the waste material, and damaging our gut wall. So they make bigger holes, and through these holes, now the food that we eat, the particles of the food that we eat, like the bigger molecules, proteins like gluten, like casein, like any protein from any food, it goes through these holes, bigger holes, and they go straight to the blood. What happens? When they reach the blood, our immunity, our immune cells, they don't recognize this as a nutrient. They treat it as a toxin. So it's trying to kill it. It's trying to eliminate it because it's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be in the gut where the bacteria will digest, making it in the smaller particles like amino acids, which should go in the blood. So when these bigger molecules go in the blood, creates inflammation. Like these molecules, they go through the blood. Of course, blood goes through to every cell of the body. It transports everywhere, and our immunity starts to react in trying to chase it and to kill it. So they can end up, depends what is your genetic predisposition, they can end up in any tissue of the body, like it can end up in the brain, like create brain fog. It can end up in the joints, in joint pain, skin issues. This is called chronic inflammation. Okay, so this is how all the sickness starts. The pain, no energy because there is inflammation in the body. So our cells cannot produce energy, our mitochondria, because they're fighting more of the inflammation, then they're not focused on creating the energy. Then we have fatigue, brain fog, muscle pain, thyroid problems. I used to have thyroid problems, allergies, skin issues, and much more diseases, anything. So as I said, this chronic inflammation starts from leaky gut, and it can create any kind of diseases like cardiovascular disease, allergies, diabetes, any disease known on the earth. It starts from having a leaky gut. Okay, this is a result of the constant chronic inflammation going on inside our body that we have developed with years. It can be with many years. It can be with a few months. Okay. So, and it took me 2 years to finally crack the code and understand to get the whole picture and to understand actually what is going on, and about to understand all this and what I can do to heal it, to reverse the disease, So we are going backwards, from what the inflammation was starting, and now we're going backwards. And I found somewhere on the internet about 4 R's, maybe some of you have heard. Yeah, this is me on a boat party in the palm of Dubai, It was a birthday party of my friend. It was very nice. And let's focus on the 4 R's, because this is where I was really enjoying and feeling happy and healthy at that time, and still I am in my 50s. So the 4 R's that I read somewhere, but I put them in proper order, and I understand them fully and how to make them work. Okay, so the first one is remove the inflammation, the inflammatory food and the toxins and everything. Then replace with good food, re-inoculate with good bacteria, and repair. So what I did these 4 steps, which are, the first is the same, remove. So we need to remove what is triggering the inflammation. Like we need to buy organic food, of course, not sprayed, healthy food. We need to remove all the triggers. You have to find what is your trigger, right? Then we need to heal the gut wall, the leaky gut. We need to regenerate the cells. So we do that with healthy food, with easy food to digest, and with some supplements. So first we need to create the environment for the bacteria, so where they will live, the good bacteria, and then we bring the good bacteria to populate and to bring the good bacteria, so they will have where to live, and then we will feed the good bacteria. So we cannot jump from first step to, let's say, third step. So if we bring the good bacteria and we still have a leaky gut, they will leak through the gut and cause the inflammation in our body again. It doesn't matter if they're good bacteria or bad or whatever. So we need first to remove the toxins, the inflammation, then heal the leaky gut, bring the good bacteria and feed them so they will be happy and they will produce all the nutrients and happiness hormones, because serotonin, the happiness hormones, 90% of serotonin is produced in our gut, but by our gut cells, which are triggered from the bacteria, special kind of bacteria. Okay, so in order to be happy and healthy, we have to have a healthy gut. Okay. But there are also 3 pillars for abundant health and vitality and well-being. So as I said, the first is nutrition. We focus on nutrition. This is the foundation for everything. So we need to have a proper nutrition that can lead to success in your health journey and make you where you want to be. But that's not the only one. So there are 3 pillars that must be incorporated all together in order if we want to heal and have a healthy body. The pillar number 2 is proper mindset and stress relief techniques. This was my problem, because stress, I was eating healthy, but I didn't realize that stress can have such an impact on the health, because when we are under stress, our liver doesn't produce enzymes, our pancreas doesn't produce enzymes, our digestion shuts down. So it's not the food is not digested, and we end up in having an inflammation in our gut. So when we are under stress, the cortisol is releases, and it's now scientifically proven that it affects the structure and diversity of the microbiome of the bacteria inside our gut. So I had to learn this the hard way. So we need to change from the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight and flight, which is in the constant pressure, chronic stress, to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest. The word tells you what is it. Only in the rested state we can digest the food. So even if we have the best food, if we eat the organic food and clean, if we are under constant stress, we will still be sick. It will not help us. Then Pillar number 3 is body movement. So this can help you overcome any health issues that you might have. And now it's scientifically proven because the exercise is releasing dopamine and norepinephrine. And this accelerate recovery time with any of our sickness. And it's anti-inflammatory and is the best antidepressant in the world. Okay, this is scientifically proven, so you don't need antidepressants. You just need to do an exercise. And even 10 minutes of exercise daily will not make you crave that junk food. So this is already proven. So anybody can do it in their comfort of their home. Okay, so these are the main 3 pillars that if we want a healthy body and a healthy gut, we need to follow the 4 steps to heal the gut, leaky gut, and then incorporate the stress relief techniques and body movement. This is all important. So complete approach can make you where you want to be, healthy, vibrant, and reach your goals. Yeah, this is Andrea. I was working with her. She had eczema, she had less energy, she had bloating, cramps, digestive issues, and problems with her thyroid levels. And she, she knew that she needed to change the lifestyle and diet, but she was overwhelmed to doing on her own, reading here and there many things on the internet and didn't know from where to start and what to do. So by following the steps, with the guidance, with the meal plan and everything, she could achieve what she needs. And now she's without an eczema. Look, her eczema before and now, her hands are completely clean. And she said that I have more energy and happiness in my life. I can take time to achieve what I want. And the road is not easy. I don't say it's easy. So in order to heal, we need to follow the steps exactly. And we shouldn't give up, because there is one day you will feel happy and healthy and you will reach the goals that you want. There is no quick fix, of course, right? Yeah, this is Ian Ramsey. He was also having like bloating, SIBO. He was having digestion issues. He was like taking supplements, and he was feeling like he was not absorbing the nutrients from the supplements, right? So after we follow the steps and we follow all the pillars together, and there was step-by-step improvement. So as I said, this is not a quick fix. After you do all of this, you cannot go back to previous lifestyle, right? So you will learn that what is good for you and what is not good for you. And this is Vegdan. She had rheumatoid arthritis for 7 years. She was taking injections, cortisol injections, I think weekly. And after 2 weeks, just eliminating the inflammatory food, she was waking up without pain. So she was 7 years with pain every day. She will wake up without a morning pain. So as I said, it doesn't matter what kind of disease you have. If you follow these steps, any autoimmune disease can be reversed and healed. Yeah, see, just in 5 weeks, she had such a big improvement in every way. Her energy level, her pain was less, and she was less depressed. She was positive. She started doing even things that I'm not doing now. She's going to a massage. She's I don't know, hot stones. I don't know. She's enjoying her life, really. And yeah, I was doing some research on annual average expenses on medicine. What an average person who has issue with GERD and acid reflux has, like spending like from $200 until $7,000 on medications, depending on if it's only a pills or if they're doing endoscopy on some tests, up to $7,000. IBS annual medication $400, diarrhea $290, constipation $390, yearly expenses, painkillers from $120 to $200, abdominal pain $300, depression drugs from $490 to $540, diabetes $320 to $2,040, depending on are you taking on the beginning, only pills, or later on, injections, insulin, and that's more expensive. Lowering blood pressure from 100 to 320, And the main thing is that these medications, if you continue, you will continue, of course, lifetime. This is lifetime customer, right? The thing is that they're not solving the main problem, why you have this issue, right? So they're just masking the symptoms. So you don't feel the pain, right? Abdominal pain or whatever, you GERD and acid reflux. You don't feel the symptoms, but the inflammation is still going on, it's still there. It's creating other health issues may come. And then you take another medication, just pile up all the time. Okay, so I just want to say that I'm not an extra special, I'm not a medical expert that have access to labs or resources. And because I have only a proven roadmap that I follow every single day of my life. So if I can do it, so can you. Okay, so what I want to say that anybody can do it, just you need to have like a thought. First you need to think like, have a goal where you want to go, how do you want to feel. So when you have a thought and vision, then thoughts brings feelings, you feel that how you want to feel, and you start feeling that feeling, and then this feeling creates actions, and actions create results. That's the aim that I want to tell everybody, that anything is possible.
Yeah, so beautiful, Elizabeth. Like, I love how you put in there about, the mindset, really visualizing it, believing it. Okay, now let's start with the strategies, the gut, the healing aspect, the stress, all of that's related to it. So thank you, Elizabeth. And where can people find you, connect with you, get help from you?
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook. They can search Elizabeth Healing Leaky Gut, because that's what my specialty is. And also I have 10 gut-friendly recipes that I'll give you the link. They can start doing the recipes immediately. And they can send me a message and ask me anything that they want to learn, or if they want to work with me, I'll be glad to help them.
Perfect. Well, yeah, guys, I'll drop the link off as well so you guys can access that. And thank you so much, Elizabeth.
You're most welcome.